Welcome back to Clash of Cultures. As you guys can see, today I'm going to be talking about my Week 3 upset alert games of the week, which games basically I think have the potential to be an upset. Let me know in the comment section if you guys agree, disagree, if there's any games that I missed. As always, if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss an upload. We post college football content every single day. Happy Week 3. Happy college football Saturday, guys. Super excited to see this college football day. I know we're not having, crazy games today. Competition-wise, top 25 matchup-wise. But nonetheless, it's always good to watch college football on a Saturday. So I'm looking forward to some of these games. But just to get right into it, first game I want to talk about is Penn State at Illinois. So Penn State, number 7, coming in as a 14-point favorite. I think this game has huge upset potential. If you guys were at the live show yesterday, if you guys have not, go back and watch that live. I did pick Penn State to win this game. The over-under is at 48. I like the over on that. I think there's going to be a lot of points scored in this game. I think with Drew Allar, Katron Allen, I think they have potential to put up a lot of points. But I do think Illinois could control the pace of play, maybe score between 20 and 30 points and edge out Penn State in kind of a close, slower pace as well. So this game is a little intriguing. Obviously, they're at a hostile crowd over at Memorial Stadium in Champaign, Illinois. So I think it's going to be a little bit back and forth early on. But again, if you guys were here during the live show, I did pick Penn State to win this game, but I would not be surprised if this game ends up as an upset, Illinois beating Penn State. Illinois hasn't looked great this season, losing to Kansas by 11 last week, beating Toledo by 2 in week 1. So this team has not looked great, but again, they're opening up Big Ten play. So I mean, we really don't know how Penn State's going to look against a better opponent than Delaware and West Virginia. So I do like this game as one of my upset picks of the week. I'm sorry, upset alert. I don't have Illinois winning this game, guys, but I do think it has potential for an upset. Moving on to my next game. My next game is going to be the LSU Mississippi State game. Another game where I think this game means so much to both of these ball clubs. If Mississippi State is able to knock off LSU in week 3, LSU is a playoff contender, championship contender. Mississippi State propels himself into the top 20 for sure. Moving on to 3-0 after beating 2 other teams in Southwest Louisiana and Arizona in overtime. That was a good game against Jaden Delora, if you guys watched that one. So I think both of these teams are in must-win scenarios. I think if Mississippi State loses, they've kind of succumbed to the SEC, and they've kind of hit their ceiling. They might not be able to even finish 7, 5, 8, and 4 with how their schedule looks, or their tough schedule. Still got to play Alabama, still got to play A&M, still got to play Ole Miss. So a lot of tough outs for Mississippi State this year. And if LSU loses this game, I mean, I think that's going to be a complete dumpster fire at that point when you lose to Florida State as well as Mississippi State. Then you host Arkansas next week, and then you travel to Ole Miss. You still got to play A&M, and you still have to play Alabama. So I think if they lose this week, fans are going to be calling for Brian Kelly's job. And you guys can call me crazy if you want, but LSU is in a situation right now where they have as much talent on their team as anybody else. Their roster is absolutely loaded. So this is kind of their peak, and this is their window to kind of get to that national championship picture like they did in 2019. So I fully expect this game to be competitive. They're a 9.5-point favorite right now on the road. I like them covering that, though. I personally think they win by 10 points, but I wouldn't be surprised if Mississippi State won this game because it's an SEC matchup. Both these teams are talented. This game is early, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern, one of the early window games. So I'm very excited for this matchup. I think it has, like I said, potential for an upset. I don't think South Carolina Georgia has potential for an upset, so I'm going to skip over that game. But I think Rattler is able to kind of make some miracles happen, but I don't think Georgia will drop that game no matter what, to be completely honest. But moving on, Minnesota at North Carolina. I don't really know if you'd call this an upset. Obviously, Minnesota's not ranked. North Carolina is ranked 20th. Interesting game to me, though. Minnesota obviously lost, they didn't lose. They beat Nebraska in that close game. And then North Carolina barely won last week against Appalachian State in double overtime. So I think Drake May has to have a better showing in this game. I think he has to put up, 200, upwards of 250, 300 yards passing, 3 touchdowns maybe, kind of put up a dominant display of offense against the Minnesota Gophers. If they're able to win 35-17, I think it's a win for North Carolina. I think if they win by 3, or if they lose this game, obviously, they fall back far in the rankings. So this game has potential to be an upset. I do have North Carolina winning, but I would not be surprised if Minnesota won this game. Both teams are talented. I would say North Carolina edges them out a little bit on their roster, but I wouldn't be surprised either way. Moving on to my last game, my last upset pick of the week, Tennessee versus Florida. As hard as it is for me to say that, I don't think Florida can win this game. With how they looked against Utah, I just don't think this can happen. But Tennessee has looked very shaky this year with Joe Milton. Last week, I think they won by 17 against Austin Peay. So I truly feel like this game is going to come down to the wire. I think Tennessee may pull away late, but I think Florida has the Jimmies and the Joes. They have the talent on the roster. They have the 5-star potential. Can they kind of put it all together, make it mesh? Can Trevor Etienne, can what's bro's name? Montrell Johnson. I'm sorry, Montrell Johnson. Really kind of be the workhorses for this Florida Gator offense. Help Graham Mertz against a tough Tennessee team. Pull off a monumental upset at home in the Swamp. I think this would do wonders for the Florida Gator program. I think Tennessee would take a big hit by losing this game. It would cause chaos in the SEC. So I am all for it. I'm hoping this game comes down to the wire. I just want to see good football, like I said. It's week 3. There's not many good games, not many upset picks of the week. Just a few, obviously, that I went over. Tennessee's a 6-point favorite. Over under at 58 seems a bit high, just because Florida doesn't really score the ball well. So we'll have to see. But like I said, I like this game as a potential upset. This is my last one of the week. Next week is a monumental slate of football. So please be sure to check out our live next week on Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be talking all things week 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe even 8 top 25 matchups next week. So we're really getting to the swing of things here on the Clash of Cultures channel. Those of you guys who are new around here, please do us a favor. Subscribe. It takes 1.5 seconds to subscribe. Join the community. Join the Discord. Join the Pick'em. The links are in the description below. We love seeing new people on the channel. I think we're at 946 subscribers right now. We're giving away a signed Heisman jersey when we hit 1,000. So if you want a chance to win that signed Heisman jersey, please hit that subscribe button. Join along on the train of Clash of Cultures. We're trying to build a growing college football community where we all can just have our takes, debates, discuss football on a week in and week out basis. It's been super fun. But with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoy all the games today. I know I'm going to enjoy them. I have 3 or 4 TVs set up in my living room, ready to really enjoy these college football games. I'm obviously recording this the night before. I'm going to be dropping this tomorrow morning before the games start. So yeah, hopefully we see you guys at the live show tomorrow. Again, 9 p.m. We're going to do 9 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, which is Sunday, recapping today's games. So I really hope that you guys enjoy them. We'll see you tomorrow at the recap. Peace.